Morning, everybody. Well, actually, it's afternoon. It's morning for me. Working nights. I just got up here a little bit ago and figured I'd come out and work on a little project before I gotta go to work. Um, Pretty nice day. It's a little chilly out. It's, I don't know, 30, 35 degrees, but there's a little bit of a breeze blowing, so it gets cool quick. But anyway, what I got today, I got this old pressure washer. I picked it up from Clint last year. After we were logging, he had a guy give it to him. It's a Coleman Powermate. Got it home. It starts fine, runs pretty good, but I hooked up to water and started it, and this thing just sprays water everywhere. So I got online, ordered a different pump for it. I couldn't find this exact pump, so I just ordered another one that came up on the YouTube or the Google search. Got this one. It's a J.O.A.T. I don't know. The only thing with it is it's just a little bit longer, about 1.5 inches. So I don't know that it will fit back on the cart that this goes on, but I'll modify that one way or another. I have the ability. So let's go ahead and we'll pull this off of here, put this one on, and then at some point down the road I'll test it. I won't test it today, but I'll reposition the camera and we'll get after this little project. Alright, I think we can see everything, hopefully. I'm not sure if this is metric or SAE, so got both sets of Allen wrenches here. Man, that might be tricky. Tricky. What do you want to bet it's one I don't have? Or at least not in this set. And that's metric, so it ain't metric. Be nice if they put hex heads on there, or made it to where you could at least get to the head. And I am missing the 7/32 Allen wrench, which is probably the one it is. No, 1/4 inch. That's not good either. Let's see. Well, let me get some different Allen wrenches, see if I can do it. Might be a project for vice grips. Oh, I don't know. Probably can't get vice grips on there either. Well, ball end Allen wrench worked on that one. Looks like a big old crack there. I think it's just stain. Yeah, I just realized I probably shouldn't be doing this with it on its end like that. I'm probably draining oil into the frickin' Hey, what do you know? Ball ends work really well on this stuff. That's a heck of an angle I had that one at. Old pump off. And keyway is in this one. Somewhere I just had a piece of emery cloth. There we go. Polish that up a little bit, just clean it up. Got a little compression there. I'm just going to line that straight up and down so I can line it up. Man, my hands get chilly out here, and it's not that cold out, but dang it. Probably not the most necessary thing, but a little assembly lube can't hurt just to get it. Go together a little easier. Alright, now there's the keyway right there. We'll line that up straight up and down. There we go. Well, the bolt holes line up good, but the flange is leaving some openings here. But it's all sealed, so I don't see that that's really a problem. Probably just go ahead and use the same bolts put back in there. I got new bolts and a couple of different keys, but I'll just put these bolts back in, no biggie. Well, kind of like Tin Man, I'm little butterfingers today. It's funny, he's always dropping stuff. I am too. And Harvey drops things all the time. For those of you that don't know who those people are, if you're subscribed to this channel and don't know them, Tin Man Saws on YouTube. He rebuilds chainsaws and hot rods and port work. Does some pretty cool stuff. And Harvey is Iron Horse Chainsaws. If you guys don't have those channels, go check them out if you're into chainsaws and hot rods and good characters. You guys are awesome. It doesn't seem to want to start in there, right? It looks like I may be using one of the new bolts. Which are longer. Probably isn't a good thing. Didn't really have those that tight, but loosen them off a little bit, see if I can shift that to get it to line up with that hole a little better. For some reason it doesn't seem to be. Lining up quite right. There we go. Going in tender on this one just because I don't want to bottom that bolt out if it's too long and break something. And there we go, we're good. Final crank down on it. Thank goodness for long-handled T-wrenches, huh? Taz, man, how you doing, brother? Hope everything's going good. Haven't talked to you in a few days. Alright, that's got the new pump on. The only other thing I got to do is probably change out this fitting here, because my pressure washer hose has got a quick connect fitting right there. But that's got the new pump on, and when the weather warms up, maybe here in the next few days or whatever, we'll give this a test run and see how she works. So, be back in a second. Alright, well, I was going to get the pressure washer up and running, and this is the fitting that you need to hook the hose to. Well, Coleman has a special hose that they hook up, and this is a metric thread. And my hose, I have quick connect fittings on them. They're 3/8 pipe thread fittings. So I was trying to find an adapter to go from this to this, but nobody in town has one. So what I wound up doing, I was looking at that, and I thought, well, I bet I could thread that. So I went to the store and bought 3/8 pipe thread tap. So we're going to run this in there and tap that out and be able to screw this fitting into that fitting, put this back on the pressure washer, and I'll be able to run my hose. So let's see if we can get that done. That's what I was looking for. A special tap tool, right? The other end of this is almost the same threads as 3/8 pipe, but not quite. Because I did consider screwing this in where this screws in, but it doesn't. It goes in about halfway and then starts binding up. So I think it's a metric thread of some kind too. The only other problem I'm going to have with this is that bottoming out, this tap bottoming out in there before it cuts threads all the way down. I don't have a bottom tap in 3/8. So that might make it a little difficult. But we'll clean these out, threads out, and see how far we can get that to screw in. See if I can get that O-ring to seat against there. I'll be back in a second. Alright, well, let's see. How we did here. It ain't, those threads aren't nearly deep enough to take all of this and seat that O-ring up against there, but they're tapered pipe threads, so should seal. I guess we'll find out. Put her together and put the water to it and see if it holds. That's a 3,000 psi pump, so we'll find out pretty quick. Let's see, I'm going to put this in the pressure washer first because I need to use a deep well socket to get it on there because I can't get a wrench around there, so I'll take you over there and we'll put it on. Alright, so this screws in here, and it didn't have Teflon on it. There's an O-ring there that seats up against that face, so that's what's supposed to seal that. Pretty good ratchet. That's a joke. Sarcasm. Alright. Screw this in here. As long as I don't break that, crack that fitting, might be alright. Well, that's fairly tight. Just out of curiosity, we'll check the oil in this little motor. Looks like we're good. Well, hopefully all I need to do is mount this back on the little cart, put some gas in it, and we'll be good to go. So we'll find out on that here pretty quick. I'll be right back once I get it mounted up and see if it holds pressure. Alright, well, I got gas in it. Let's see. Gas is on. Switch is on. Throttle's kind of stuck. Let's see if it'll start. Alright, we'll plug the hose in and see if it'll run right and not leak, right? I got a little gunk in there. doing good. Well, she runs. I think it needs a little carb work. Probably have to take that carb off and clean it out. Who knows how long this thing was sitting before I got it. So that'll be another project coming up. But runs good. It just doesn't idle up like it should. If I choke it just a little bit, it'll idle up good. But heck yeah, got a pressure washer. Had one before, but the pump went out on it too, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut the water off, drain the hose, and put this thing up for now, and we'll get back to it another time cleaning the carburetor. I'll show you how to take that off and do that. Hope everyone's doing good, and love y'all. Appreciate all the comments, and it's just amazing, you know. So everybody have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one. 307 out.